Good morning, good morning. We've been hit with everything now. But the nice thing is I'm dry, so I'm not complaining. I was able to stay dry all night, so it is pretty chilly, but still probably not as chilly as that day down by Mount Humphreys, the base of Mount Humphreys. But it's going to be an interesting day. We have about 18.5 miles, and I cannot wait to get that hot shower, of course, as you can imagine. I'm just about ready to break the tent down. I got everything else all done, so we'll catch you on the trail. Always a new adventure here. This is Arizona, right? I do have waterproof socks, though, which I've used about 4 times now. So I didn't think I'd need them in an Arizona hike, but I'm glad I got them. Anybody that's a hiker, I'd get them. I know it's extra weight and everything. Get them if you're doing this trail, just to be safe. Sun's trying to come out. I got these really good gloves, but when they don't they get wet though, so my hands are freezing. But other than that, I'm doing good. There's no way you can break down a wet tent without getting your gloves wet, or you got to take your gloves off. But then your hands are freezing because it's ice cold water on the tent. So I had to kind of improvise. I'm going to be moving today. This will be the fastest 18.5 miles ever done. I'm going to practically be running here. At least you get to see a little bit of different scenery with a little bit of snow on the ground. It is almost May 1st, you know. I wasn't expecting snow this late, but oh well. At least we got to see everything, and we said we got to see everything. And I really do believe, and I know the other hikers for other years are going to disagree, I know, because I didn't do those other years, so I don't know. But I'll bet if you look on the record, this would be one of the biggest challenging years for the Arizona Trail in a long time, because starting with the heat, that heat for 2 weeks there, even though I took 3 days off, it still was another full week of really hot temperatures. And then we got into this 18 degrees and 20 degrees, which is a little bit low for this time of year. So I know we've been challenged. I like challenges, and that's why I'm doing this trail. So definitely not sound like I'm complaining. It's just a lot of things to think about when you get, the weather. With the weather, you think Arizona. Oh yeah, I actually read one thing. The guy said, "Oh, I did the whole trail with just a poncho because it never rained." I almost took his advice and did that, but I'm glad I didn't. A poncho. I gotta get my gloves to dry out. So it was super windy last night. I kept thinking of, I don't know if you've ever seen like any kind of Mount Everest type of footage, or it's like, when they're at Camp 4 right before they're gonna go hit the summit at midnight or whatever. They always show the tent. It's blowing like crazy. That's about what I know. That's probably not the case, but it felt like that, the way my tent was blowing. It all held up. Believe it or not, it held up. But Camp 4, before they finally go up, actually all the camps, it's always super windy. But that's what I kept thinking of, all that Mount Everest footage of the tents blowing like crazy. All right, 15 miles. I got 3.5 out of the way, 3 1/8 out of the way quick. Tusayan. And then we're on to the Grand Canyon tomorrow, the 7 miles to get the get the backcountry permit. You cannot usually get a back permit the same day that you go to the office. So that's why tomorrow, instead of trying to get there today, I want to just get to the hotel, get all cleaned up, and then tomorrow morning early, I will broadcast, I'll video, I mean, the 7 miles to the Grand Canyon, and then go to the backcountry office and get a permit for the following night down at Bright Angel Campground. We'll go on into more details of that as we get, into it. Tomorrow at the 7 mile hike, I'll explain exactly what we're doing again. I know it's a little confusing, but I can't help if the trail's closed. You gotta kind of work it around how we're gonna do it. We're gonna hike the entire trail except the 20 miles that are closed. So it's as simple as that. But the way to do it logistically is a little interesting and challenging. But again, that's what this is all about. Pushing limits and challenges and such. There's the tower, but it's pretty windy. I don't know if I'm not going up there. It's too windy up there. I don't like heights to begin with. It's probably a great view, although it's cloudy today. I don't know what kind of view you're gonna get, but I'm just gonna skip that. I'm sorry, guys. So we probably won't be seeing a lot of helicopters today because of the weather. All the people that are up here aren't going to be able to get their helicopter ride. The only thing I was thinking of, though, I wonder how many thru hikers are backed up now on this because of the weather. I don't know if they'd want to be going down there today or tonight. So the night I'm looking is Tuesday night because tomorrow's Monday. We're gonna hike the 7 miles, get the permit hopefully for Tuesday. I'm wondering if it's gonna be all backed up because of this now, because nobody's gonna want a permit for tonight. I bet, till this weather moves out. So there's gonna be a backlog of hikers. Oh well, it is what it is. I have a backup option. There's another campground, but it's not on the Arizona Trail, so I could go down the Arizona Trail and then come back up and camp at the other one. But makes it a longer day, a lot longer, because of where I need to get all the way to Ribbon Falls and then have to come all the way back to that other campground would be a long way. I'm not sure I'd be able to do that, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. I would say the Watson tank is dry. A lot of these are dry because there's no snow. These would be all filled normally. We got like no snow, hardly any snow the last 2 months to fill those up. Shame. Long water carries on this stretch. Fortunately, the weather's cold enough and you don't drink as much, but if it's hot, yeah, I don't know how many people would do it. I'm hearing choppers. I don't know, maybe it's clear over there. They make a lot of money on that thing, so. But if maybe it's clear at the canyon or something. Can't judge by this. We're still, 15 miles away or whatever from it. Could be clear and they're running them. I've heard 2 choppers now so far. It's only like 9 o'clock in the morning, so I'm sure they'll get more and more as the day goes on. Okay, we just took a break. We are 7 miles. 7 miles to Tusayan. In that warm, hot shower. Hopefully it'll let me check in early. I'm cold because with this rain gear on, you sweat. It's like, because it doesn't air out, but it's right now. The temperature right now is probably in the 30s. I'm guessing because the sun's not out. So you're wet. You're wet from sweating, like, because my rain gear doesn't breathe. So now I'm cold from sitting. It's like I didn't want to sit too long. I got to get moving. I was going to take the rain gear off, but I don't know. It's still ominous around here. It keeps looking like it's going to rain. It was sleeting when I was eating my snack. This is gonna blow. I'm gonna blow through this 7 miles here. Get in around 1 o'clock to the hotel. 1-ish, 1:30. It's 10:30 now. 3 more hours. I'll be in a nice warm building with heat. If you can see, it's like sleeting. You can see those little tiny pieces of ice. So it has to be in the mid-30s, I guess. We're getting there, we're getting there. Reminds me of the old days back east. Sleet and snow. We're almost there. Thought you'd want to see this weather we're getting here. Just slow down as I start filming. Tusayan. Right off the trails, no big deal. I can smell the pizza already. I gotta go up and around. There's no real way to get in here. I mean, you could, I guess, but I wanna do it the right way. Okay, we're at the Red Feather Lodge in Tusayan. 407. I've already broken down a bunch of stuff in here. Got my sneakers. I had to wash my sneakers and got them drying out. Got to reconfigure my bag for tomorrow for my 7-mile hike to the Grand Canyon. I just made myself a sandwich. My wife isn't going to be here till about 6, so I'm going to go do laundry. There's my laundry bag. So I'm gonna eat a sandwich down there. I'm gonna upload the videos. And got my trekking poles cleaned. Got my rain fly drying out here. My wife's gonna love that when she gets here. Ground sheets filthy. So hopefully I can get all this cleaned up and dry before she gets here. We'll check back with you at dinner. There's a pizza place, of course, pizza and beer. They got us all set up, so we're gonna go upload videos and we'll see you at the dinner. Looks good, looks good.